Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews, Beer Review 2500. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, welcome to Beer Review 2500. Wow. Guys, when I started this 6.5 years ago, I didn't think I would even get to the stage of beer reviewing. I thought it would last for a couple years and then, it'd be it and I'd move on and whatever. But here we are, 6.5 years of doing beer reviews and we're up to Beer Review 2500. Unbelievable. And I want to thank all my subscribers that watch and comment on the beer reviews that I do, and all the wonderful breweries and subscribers like Rico and Andrew and Brandon's. I have like 3 different Brandons that send me beers, and everybody that sends me beers. Y'all guys are awesome. I feel so blessed every time I come home and see a beer mail package on the porch. So thanks from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate everything that y'all send me. It is very much appreciated. All right, let's get into this one. This is Beer Review 2500. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A lot of people say, there ain't that many beers in the world. Oh, yes, there are. We just scratching the surface. There's a ton of them out there, and new ones coming out every day. This is Cigar City's Hunipoo. And my brother and dear friend Rico was able to get his hands on this and send it to me. People stand in line and buy tickets to get this beer, guys. And they do a bunch of different variations of this. As a matter of fact, today is the 12th of March. They just had the 2017 release yesterday, March 11th. So I'm sure they were taking tickets and people standing in line to get their hands on it again. So, and this type of beer is one that is a prime candidate to cellar. I don't think they've done it with any coffee infused, but there are coffee notes in the beer from what I've heard and read about this beer. But I have actually been to the brewery and to the brew pub down there in Tampa, and they didn't have, of course, everything that they make in this sells out and it's not available again. But I have been there and I did the tour and all that stuff. They make some tasty beers. I'll just leave it at that. Some of the people there at the brewery are, especially, I'm not going to get into it. If you get a chance to go down there, go to the brewery, take the tour, and then go up to the brew pub, which is in a different location. The manager up there, is super guy, and they make some awesome food too. Cuban sandwiches are outstanding there. So, let's get on with this. It's liable to be a long video because this is a world-class beer, guys, from what I heard and read about it. Commercial description on this says, in Mayan mythology, Hunahpu was the father of the Mayan hero twins, Hunahpu, and I'm going to probably butcher some of these words up, Xbalak, Xbalanque. Hunahpu, along with his brother, was tricked by the dark lords of the underworld and slain. Hunahpu's corpse morphed into a cocoa tree, his head becoming a cocoa pod, which in typical awesome mythology fashion spit upon the hand of a young maiden named, oh Lord, here we go, Xiquic, who promptly became pregnant with the hero twins. The twins would ultimately grow up to avenge their father and uncle and defeat the Dark Lords and ascend the heavens to become the moon and sun. We brew Hunahpu's Imperial Stout once a year and release it only at the brewery. We will continue to do so until the end of the cycle. Release on the second Saturday in March at the brewery, which was yesterday. So all you people down in Tampa that were there and standing in line and bought tickets, I hope you got what you asked for and waited for. So once again, my friend Rico, you are awesome, my brother. Can't wait till you can come down and visit again and spend some time with us. We had a large time when he come the last time, so looking forward to that. All right, enough said about this beer. As far as IBUs, Untapped has it at 80. And over to the Cigar City website on this one, basically it says the same thing I just read to you off of the Rate Beer site about the twins and all that. So that's about all we need to talk about. So as you see there is no opener here and there's none in the box there. I had a guy contact me this morning and he bought the last 4 that I had. So I have already reordered them and they will ship out tomorrow probably. By the time you see this beer review, I should have them here and I will have done a video on them already. So, and that's how it goes, guys. They'll sit here for a couple of weeks, nobody buys any. Then all of a sudden, somebody like Wes comes up and he says, "Hey, I want to buy a couple openers." And I told him what I had, and he took all 4 of them. So I boxed them up and shipped them out. Not a big hiss. Not a big hiss at all. This is the 2016 bottle here. It's got the date right on the side here. And he has it listed, it was bottled on 12/28/15. But this is the 2016 release. So they bottled it in December and released it in March at Hunipoo Day. So into the bottle we go, into the glass we go. Food pairing, a cheese of buttery brie, Gouda Havarti Swiss. Let's go down the center. And goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. The meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass for the pint, bacchanalic tumbler snifter. Oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter. And this beer can be selling for a long, long time, guys. Didn't pour much of a head even down the center. Didn't have a big hiss, so not super carbonated. It is pitch black though, guys. It is absolutely pitch black. Let's get a nose on it. Rich roasted malt to the burnt characteristics. Caramel, toffee, molasses, bittersweet chocolate. Alcohol. There is some booziness to it, like I said. A lot of people have commented this beer sellers better after it's about 2 or 3 years old. And some of the booziness subsides a little bit, and then everything combines and comes together very well. And I didn't want to throw it in the closet for 3 years or so. When Rico spent his hard-earned money, more than likely to trade for this beer. I'm pretty sure this probably wasn't available up there, but it is. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. They don't distribute this beer, so somebody stood in line, got this beer, and Rico traded for it. So I don't know what that cost the man, because these beers trade for a large amount of money. So thank you, Rico, my brother. Hints of some dark fruit. Got a nice sweetness to the back end smell, but there is some booziness to it, even though it's only 11.5%. All the sites have it at 11, but it is at 11.5 because I went to the and looked, and it said the 2016 release was at 11.5%. I wish they put that on the label, but evidently they're reusing the label. And this one actually has released on March 12th, 2016 on the label. So I don't know why they wouldn't put the ABV on there, because they're not going to reuse that label over again. So what can you do? Well, it's time to dive in. Celebrate Beer Review 2500. Thank everybody. Thanks to everybody that watches, subscribes, and especially sends me wonderful beers that I cannot get my hands on. Cheers to everybody. Cheers, Rico, my brother. Oh man. Hints of the chilies, coffee, cocoa. Oh man. That is awesome. Now in the taste, the alcohol is not overpowering. I'm not getting a super booziness on the taste. This could be drink now. I mean, you don't have to cellar this beer. I can just imagine how well this would taste if you were able to get tickets and you were in the Tampa area and you stood in line, and I don't know how many bottles they let you buy. If you could do a vertical of this side by side, maybe a 2014 and a 2016, or a 2015 and a 2017 or 18, and see what the difference is. I heard there is a drastic note difference in taste difference between vertical editions of this beer. So, but I don't live in Tampa, and I've been doing beer reviews for 6.5 years, and this is the first one I've been able to get my hands on. So. That is outstanding, guys. That is awesome. And anybody that's had this beer before probably lends them to want to go stand in line and get more of this beer. Whether they're saving it, they're drinking it, or cellaring it, or trading it even. I can see why people stand in line for this beer. This is pretty damn awesome. And this is not a cheap beer by any means, guys. It is not a cheap beer. I don't know what the tickets go for, or what the bottle limitations, or how many you can buy. The ticket just, I'm not even sure on the ticket price, whether a bottle of this is included or it just gets you in the door where you have to buy what you're going to get. So I'm not really sure there, guys. I've never stood in line for this beer, so I'm not exactly sure what's included with the price of the ticket. But they had a little episode a couple years ago where somebody printed up a bunch of fake tickets, and all these people showed up and they ran out, and they realized there were some fake tickets being produced. So hopefully they've eliminated that, and everybody's able to get what they pay for, or the real ticket that they're buying. So, well, let's sip on it for a while, pour her a glass, and come back and see where it ends up. Outstanding beer right now, guys. Damn tasty. All right, guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. Outstanding freaking beer. The other half loved it, and I did too. And I think they do make a barrel-aged version. They make about 8 to 10 different versions of this beer. So I don't know if they are available when you stand in line. They have different variations you can buy or not. This is not the barrel-aged version of it. And like I said, that would be the only thing I could think of. And they do a whole lot of different versions of this beer, guys. When I looked it up before I started the review, there were a bunch of different versions of this that they do. So don't know if if those all are available when you go stand in line and buy your ticket, or how those beers are distributed. I'm not sure. So once again, my friend, my brother, Rico, thanks again for getting this beer. I know it wasn't not a cheap beer to get, because I'm pretty damn sure you had to trade to get this beer. I don't think this beer is distributed anywhere other than at the brewery at Hunipoo Day, which was yesterday for the 2017 edition. So, awesome beer, guys. It is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I'm getting the roasted malt. The chilies are there. A little bit of warmth on the back, and that may be a combination from the alcohol and the chilies. Nice sweetness to it. Awesome. I mean, it's awesome, guys. I don't know what else to say other than it's freaking awesome. World class. Most galaxy class. It's outstanding. And they know that, and that's why you have to jump through all the hoops to get your hands on these bottles, whether you're there and stand in line and buy tickets, or pay out the wazoo to trade for it, or whatever. Highly sought after beer. Highly sought after. Another reason why I chose it for Beer Review 2500. Unbelievable. I can't believe I've done that many beers. Wow. Blows me away, guys. Final chug. Reminds me of trying to get your hands on a sexual chocolate barrel aged, or something like that. That's people stand in line to get their hands on. I'm not going to leave any of this. That is delicious. Outstanding, guys. World class. 100 for me. Absolutely 100. It's 101 if the scale went further than that. It is an 11 beer as far as I'm concerned. Outstanding. I enjoyed this. Like I said, I know it's not a cheap beer to get your hands on. So Rico, once again, my friend, love you, brother. The beers you send me blows me away. You are awesome, my friend. All right, let's go over to Beer Advocate. Has it 100 world class. Imagine that. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 100 overall, 100 in the style. And our final check-in, we'll run over to Untappd. They have it at 4.47, which is a little surprising to me because I have seen a 4.56 or 4.57 from those guys before. So, but I still consider that their A plus beer. So, very tasty. Very, very tasty. An excellent beer for Beer Review 2500. So, if you've been lucky enough to get your hands on this beer, let me know what you think, guys. I thought it was damn tasty. I enjoyed this. Alright, guys, come on back tomorrow. We're going to continue the saga of Gregsbeerreviews, and we'll do 2501 and continue it on from here. Alright, guys, come back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge. See you then.